From the 54,000 workers living in Washington state who'd go without pay, to the TSA and flight delays we've seen during past shutdowns, government gridlock could send shockwaves from Washington, D.C. to Washington state dinner tables.
We work a lot with Washington growers.
This would be Christina Wong's fourth time dealing with a government shutdown while working for food bank Northwest Harvest.
I'm deeply concerned because we shouldn't even be at this place right now.
A shutdown could eventually impact some food assistance programs, and the shutdown would definitely impact federal farming programs, creating a slowdown in food supply and an increase in demand for help as workers go without pay.
We typically see an increase in demand, again, because already, I think in general, the statistics are that 1 out of 3 households that are shopping at their food bank also need SNAP in order to get by, and nobody's living high off the hog.
The Office of Financial Management sent this memo to state agencies. It warns a shutdown could, quote, immediately impact most discretionary programs and some mandatory programs because, quote, no new funding would be available. It also asks agencies to send in their concerns. So far, it appears the state's military department, social and health services, and the Departments of Health, Commerce, and Services for the Blind could be among those most impacted. The 2018 to 2019 shutdown lasted long enough to pinch local pocketbooks.
I have friends who were returning Christmas presents.
And the 2013 shutdown even touched the crabbing industry, where fishermen rely on the feds for permits and safety inspections.
Wow, so you mentioned 54,000 Washington workers could be impacted. What kind of jobs are we talking about? Because a lot of us remember TSA workers, for example.
Right, we covered a lot of stories over at the airport last year, or each time that happened, we've had to do that. But there are also Coast Guard employees, for example, because technically they're under Homeland Security, not the Department of Defense, though some people are trying to change that. There's also people who work at permitting offices, for example. So that's a big category of people. Pretty much any federal employee could be furloughed or could be out of work, or they could be working but not getting their paycheck at all.
So national parks, all of those kinds of jobs. So what about members of Congress?
Right, well, they will still be getting paid, and that's because they are funded differently, those jobs. President also gets paid, but some of the aides and staff could be furloughed. So a lot of those people that are really kind of living paycheck to paycheck are the ones that are going to be facing the brunt of this.
Wow. Thanks so much. We'll be following it. It looks like it's more and more imminent every day.
A lot of people watching it.
So fingers crossed. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Joyce.